Welcome to the Divine Living Talk Show. I'm your host, Gina DeVee, and this is your weekly segment on doing business like a queen. You are 10 minutes away from creating the ultimate success you deserve. So grab a note-taking device and let's get started. Welcome to the Divine Living Talk Show. I'm your host, Gina DeVee, and today we are talking Wealth Consciousness 101. So, what is wealth consciousness, you ask? I didn't know either a few years ago, but I'm sure glad that I do now. Wealth consciousness is really about having a healthy relationship with money and really getting that there is no lack of money in the world. Astounding to hear this. I know it's not the way I was brought up either. The more that I studied what money really is currency, and currency is energy. Money is actually just an energy. And the more that we get into going digital and credit cards and we're not even exchanging cash anymore, I get it that much more. You don't even see it. It really is an energy. It, for me, was also very connected to deserving or lack thereof. And of course, all of my conditioning around what was modeled for me around money. So today I am so delighted to, I'm not saying that I've mastered the whole thing, but I certainly am much further along down my path. And I am so delighted to share with you some of the things that I have learned in the hopes that it won't take you quite as long as it took me to get how much money is needed. It takes a lot of money to be a queen, and the money is there and available for you if you get your deserving down and if you get that you've got to show up for it in a certain way. So let's dive in and let's get started. You know, most of us have been taught these really fear-based beliefs around money, and they have nothing to do with us and everything to do with the people that have lived before us. So this whole thing that money doesn't grow on trees, or you have to work really hard for money. I mean, I'm even going to stop there. You have to work really hard for money. Who works harder? Someone who's waitressing 3 jobs in a day? Or me, who on a full day works 9 to 6? Right? And I know because I used to be that waitress, and today I have a multi-million-dollar company and I'm not working 9 to 9 anymore and then some. So what I had to learn is, and what I've learned from reading all the wealth consciousness books like The Science of Getting Rich and Think and Grow Rich, is that you have to do things in a certain way. Now, here's the trick, and this is what used to infuriate me when I would find people who actually made money. I would be like, just tell me what to do. I would do anything. Just tell me what to do. And they would say, it's all between your temples. I'm like, what is this? What is this? Now, you're probably a lot further along down the path than I was around this whole mindset of money thing. But I'm here to tell you it is for reals that everything about you creating wealth and having a healthy relationship with money is about you having the mindset that it is possible for you, that it exists for you, and that you are capable of receiving it and deserving of it. So listen, you worry about money. You stress about money. You want more money. You make yourself wrong about wanting more money. You think that you're greedy if you want it and you're binging and that's like not spiritual and there's other people that need the money, or you need to put the money in the bank and save. Like, money is the biggest story on the planet. Everyone's got rules for it. So what I'm here to do is let you know everything you have been told about money, it's wrong. And I'm here to help you get it right. And you know why everything you've been told about money is wrong? It's because it was other people's rules. It was other people's value system. And the opportunity that you have as a woman today is to create your own relationship with money. You decide how much is enough. You decide how much is too little. You decide what your non-negotiables are. You decide what your lifestyle is. You decide what the money that comes into your life is to be used for. So I'm going to really invite you to open up and create your new money rules. That's what I did, and it transformed everything for me. One of the first rules that I created was that I deserve to be wealthy. And I didn't make it wrong, and I didn't make it sleazy, and I didn't make it grabby. I finally got that there was no way that I was going to live an honest, authentic, and true life unless I had money and a lot of it. Because my honest and authentic and true life creates a lot of contribution, a lot of impact. It's also about jet setting and pleasure. And so for all of that to happen, I need to have a big abundance of money to do that. And you desire to live a big life too. Don't even try and be squeamish about this or think that I don't get it, because I see you, I do. You need more money to be living your authentic life. Now, what that number is, that's between you and God. And this isn't about she who makes the most money the fastest wins. It's not that at all. This is about having a healthy relationship with money. This is about having such an abundance of money in your life so that you're not living your purpose because you don't have the money. So where it really starts is this place from wealth consciousness. You have to create the mindset that the money is there and exists and that you deserve it. Can you give me just those two? Can you just give me that the money does exist and that you deserve it? Because if we can agree on those two things, you're off to something really great that's coming up. So the money is right now already in existence. This deserving piece now is going to be up for you to claim it. So from that piece of claiming it, now we move into taking the solid action. Of course, there is effort that needs to go into place, but I will tell you this. The money that I've made was nowhere as hard as me struggling to not make the money was. You have no idea how hard it is, or maybe you do, how hard you have to work in a week to try and get clients. That is hard work. Seeing and working with hundreds of clients every week from private to group sessions, joy and bliss. So you see the difference? What I had to really learn and get was that my dreams were possible. Because what I was doing was I was taking myself out of the equation. I had a dream. I would tally up how much money it would cost, and then I would say, I couldn't have it or it's not possible. Can you relate? Do you just take yourself out of the game before you even begin, before you even try? But wealth consciousness causes you to ask the better questions. What if it were possible? What would it take for you to accomplish your dream? And here's the other thing that I really get. Someone right now is already living your dream. Whatever that dream is, you haven't thought up something that's not humanly possible. Whatever you have thought up your dream to be, it already exists. And probably millions of women have already given themselves permission to allow this into their lives. And now it's your turn. Don't make it okay for other people. Don't live vicariously anymore. Do what you need to really get that there's more than enough money in the world and that there is more than enough money for you. And when you get this money in your life, you're going to do great things with it. And if you already have this kind of money in your life and you get more, you're going to do even more great things with it. So just understand that money is a tool. It's not a god. It's not something to be chased. It's something to be used for you to live your purpose, fulfill your calling, and have a pleasurable lifestyle. And there is nothing unspiritual, illegal, or wrong about it. So if you have gotten into some kind of rut where you're just going through status quo and you just got used to struggling with money, you just got used to paying your bills late, you just got used to saying, I'd love to, but I don't have the money, let's change that together today. And here's how you're going to do it. Number one, you've got to do wealth consciousness reading. Straight up, that's the medicine. That is what changed my thoughts. It's what changed my vibration. You want more money in your life and you want to be free from financial stress, you got to study this stuff. And the studying is, for me, it was blissful because when I studied the right books, I was told everything that my soul already knew to be true. I already knew that I could have the money that I needed to live this big life. When people were telling me that I needed to live within my means, which there's nothing wrong with that, but when you're living off of $24,000 a year, I didn't want to learn how to live within $24,000 a year. I wanted to learn how to make money. I wanted to learn how to enjoy spending the money. So these other rules that other people had, I had to brush those off and shake those off. I also had to get really good at understanding what were my desires and how much did something cost. Because when you get more into the vibration of what that desire is, whether it's a pair of shoes or a contribution to a charity or a trip you want to take or a new team member you want to hire, it gets so exciting. And in that excitement, you become more resourceful about what really is possible. Because when you start asking yourself the better questions about how can I come up with this money, how can you make it, you will get the answers and you will be so amazingly thrilled and happy. So my love, I want to remind you that there's more than enough money in the world, that money is energy. And when you get your deserving down, that you are meant to be part of the people who have money, then you will be led to take the right actions, from reading the right books to whether it's in your corporate job or your entrepreneurial endeavor, to do things in a certain way that will get you the money that you need to live your life on purpose. So my Wealth Consciousness 101 assignment for you is read. And if you've already told me, Gina, I've read those books, read them again. Because if you're watching this video, if you're in any kind of financial fear, financial struggle, or don't have the money that you desire to live the life that you want at the level that you want, it's called reading. Remember, leaders are readers. So I will leave it between you and spirit to be led to what's the right wealth consciousness books, not book, but books for you. And go immerse yourself in one book, whether you've already read it and you're going to reread it, or you're going to find a new book. Go dive in and immerse. Reading will get you so much further. It will develop this wealth consciousness mindset that will carry you in a very blissful way all through the rest of your life. So if you're excited about this topic today, or if you've got questions, leave a comment or a question right here. And please do share this with a friend who needs to know that she deserves to make the money that she needs.